There's no way security went up to him to say something to him if he was not, chirping first. No one goes up to Charles Oakley
Well, if they would have done
just because he's sitting there.
If they would have done that, wouldn't they have done that at the prior to the start of the game?
They have no problem that Oakley's sitting there. Someone bought the ticket. If Oakley bought the ticket, no one from the Garden's going up to him and say, "Mr. Oakley, we need you to leave." Period. And then if you say different, in my opinion, it's a lie. Him sitting there, whether he's staring at the owner or not, doesn't matter. He's sitting behind them. So he obviously was saying something. Here's the optics of it that suck. It's Charles Oakley.
Yep.
We love Charles Oakley, the basketball player. When a great New York Knick is physically escorted out of your building and thrown to the ground, which I support the officers and security staff 100% with how they had to handle it. He's a very big man. He's very strong. He got physical with them first. I know what he's going to say. One officer, one guard, put his hand on Charles's arm, and he didn't want to be touched by another man.
I don't want to hear that.
That's nonsense. It was not a threatening touch. He didn't get pushed. He didn't get punched. The scene of 15 guys carrying him out, and then the video we've all seen now of him on the ground with the officers and security on top of him is a horrendous scene, an embarrassing scene.
It doesn't look right,
and does not look good at all.
And it doesn't bode well for him. I mean, and I see the Gardens. Obviously puts out a statement, and at the end of that statement, it says he needs to get. Hopefully he gets the help he needs.
I got a problem with that.
So that is intimating that there's some sort of mental issue going on here with Charles Oakley. Maybe that's the reason why, he's not welcome at the Garden. Who knows? Maybe he's unstable.
The Garden, in my opinion, did nothing wrong.
Yeah, well,
except for the tweet. To me, that there's no reason for that tweet. There's no reason to say in a tweet that he's got problems. We hope he gets help soon, because now you're intimating stuff. The tweet, it's an unnecessary tweet. It's not needed. It's not well thought out. At the end of the day, it's got nothing to do with what happened. I wish they had not sent that tweet out.
It's amazing, like how one side we always want one side to play, above the rim. In other words, don't get yourself involved in any of this other dirty crap on the floor or away from the team or any of that other stuff. But meanwhile, the owner could be sitting there and, Charles could be saying whatever he's saying and just absolutely just making an ass out of himself.
It probably was. And last night was embarrassing. To me, I've never said anything like that with an ex-player of any team that's ever played in the Garden. And it's a capper on what has been an embarrassing year for the franchise. And I'm sure the Knicks are rallying the PR troops and figuring out what to do about it. But you talk about all the crap that's gone on with the Knicks this year. Phil Jackson and Carmelo Anthony, Derrick Rose going AWOL. There's been a lot of crap that's gone on. And to me, last night's the capper. I've never witnessed anything like that.
I just wonder, what did the PR staff have to do? The guy was yelling at the owner, and they escorted him out. End of story. That's it. That's all there is to it. I mean, I don't know. It's pretty simple to me. I mean, I saw what happened. It was ugly. I know everybody is has got frayed emotions around this Knick team because of all the things that are going on, from the cryptic tweets to Carmelo Anthony saying that now he's going to hold, true to his non-trade deal. And if he did that, I think Knick fans would be upset. I really do.
I do too. I think
it would be a bad thing for him to say.
Well, we're still going to go to every game this year because what Knick fans do. I think Knick fans are tired of the whole damn thing. I think they're tired of the Carmelo Anthony saga. I think they're tired of Phil Jackson as well. What happened last night, doesn't happen in other places. It happens to the Knicks.
But the Knicks, my thing is,
I'm not blaming the Knicks for what happened, but it's a Knicks thing.
To me, as I sit here this morning, seeing what I see, reading what I read, it seems to me that the whole thing started with Charles Oakley. The Knicks had nothing to do with that.
Boom, I agree a million percent.
So I don't want to tie the Charles Oakley debacle to the Knicks season that is turning into a debacle.
No, but you have to add to it because it's at Madison Square Garden.
But you know what? I don't know.
Maybe security is taking a great Knick out of the building.
Maybe Charles decided that he was going to go there with the idea that he was going to get into the owner's face, or he's going to say something, or he's going to be completely inappropriate.